Hello everyone, welcome to Hello UPSC. So today our topic is about agriculture. So we are going to discuss the possible topics which we can study under agriculture. Okay. So first we will begin with Pranam, and you can see the scheme is PM Pranam. That means it's a PM scheme related to a program for restoration, awareness, creation, nourishment. The full form is that nourishment and amelioration of Mother Earth. Okay, so that is PM Pranam. So this scheme has to be followed over next 3 years. So this was announced during the budget only, 2023 to 24 budget. They have announced the scheme. And the main aim of the scheme is to restore the health of Mother Earth. For that purpose only they have brought this scheme. Okay. So what is the aim of the scheme? That they have to promote sustainable use of the chemical, not to stop the chemical fertilizers, to sustainably use the chemical fertilizer, or adopting alternate fertilizers such as instead of going for chemical fertilizers, we can shift to organic fertilizers, we can shift to biofertilizers and nano fertilizers, and even we can also promote natural farming, organic farming. That is the main aim of this program, PM Pranam. So under this program, what they are planning for the 50% of the fertilizer subsidy, which the state is providing. So the 50% of that fertilizer subsidy, which is saved by a state or a union territory, it can be in a particular year, okay, in a particular financial year. By the way, they are reducing the usage of over usage of chemical fertilizers, or like the urea, DP, you can see this MOP, all these are some chemical fertilizers compared to the previous 3 years average consumption. They will be comparing it way, and that can be given to the state as a grant. Okay, the grant will be provided during the year 2023 to 26. So this is the main aim of this project, Pranam, PM Pranam. Second thing, we already mentioned that instead of going for over usage of chemical fertilizers, we can shift for alternate fertilizers like nano fertilizers, biofertilizers, we have said, no? So what is this nano fertilizers? This is a new word which we are coming across. So what is nano fertilizers? This means a synthesized or modified form of traditional fertilizers only. Instead of using a chemical fertilizers, enormously pouring inside the farm, what we can do, these nano fertilizers are the one which are extracted from different vegetatives or reproductive parts of a plant, okay, by any method, by any chemical method or biological method or physical method or any mechanical method, you can use it to extract this nano fertilizers using nanotechnologies. Okay, so this way they are called as nano fertilizers, and they are used to improve the soil fertility, productivity, even quality of the agricultural producers, right? So now what is the comparison between nano fertilizers and a chemical fertilizers? Why we have to go for a nano fertilizer? That might be a question by UPSC. So nano fertilizers means they are trying to increase the efficiency of the fertilizers. Okay, how much even you are using a small amount, that much efficiency it is going to give for the plants. And it is also reducing toxicity, because most of the time they are extracted from the vegetative parts of the plant, the nano fertilizers are. So they are reducing the soil toxicity. Okay, they are minimizing the effect of excessive chemical fertilizers use, and they are reducing fertilizer application frequency also. Where instead of using it lot number of times, even in minimal time, we can reap the same benefit. Okay, so nano fertilizers are very important in the agriculture to increase the crop yield, and also to have nutrient use efficiency, to enhance the efficiency also we can use nano fertilizers. And through using nano fertilizers we can reduce the excessive use of chemical fertilizers. Okay, same way if you see this, that the nano fertilizers also contain micro and macronutrients. So when they are applied in a smaller amount in proper frequencies, they are acting environment friendly only. They also have higher surface area as compared to the chemical fertilizers. So the metabolism of the plant can also be removed, increased by making it more photosynthetic in nature. Okay, and even the particle size is very less, and it also easily penetrate into the plant when applied in the surfaces. Okay, so these are the benefits of nano fertilizers, we can say, than the chemical fertilizers. So what is the difference? So there is another word also, biofertilizers and organic fertilizers. So we may think biofertilizers is the organic fertilizer only, but there is a difference. So what is the difference between biofertilizer and organic fertilizer? If you see, biofertilizers means those fertilizer, those products which are containing living microorganisms, either in the liquid format or a solid format it can be, but it consists of living microorganisms that you have to be very careful, which are agriculturally used. For example, for the fixation of nitrogen, we are using rhizobium bacteria. It's a soil bacteria which is used. It's a living organism. Same way, phosphorus solubilization or nutrient mobilization, we are using certain bacteria, certain fungi like mycorrhiza are used, and they are called as biofertilizer. They increase the productivity of the soil or the productivity of the crops. Then what is organic fertilizer? It means the substances which are made up of the unprocessed materials of which are biological in nature. For example, compost. You take vermicompost, in which earthworm is used to compost the leftover organic materials, and that is used. Okay, so the materials which are resultant of a microorganisms is called as organic fertilizers. Even city compost you can take. So all these are organic fertilizers through which is a result of microbial decomposition process. Okay, so that's the difference between biofertilizer and organic fertilizer. Then come to this National Mission on Natural Farming. This is another important topic which we have to know, that is National Mission on Natural Farming. So in order to, what is the main purpose for this? To adopt a chemical free farming and to enhance the natural farming, they brought this National Mission on Natural Farming, and it was introduced as a separate scheme, okay, in 2023 to 24 under the Bharatiya Prakritik Krishi Padati. Under this, they have introduced this as under Sinchai Yojana, they have introduced this as a separate scheme. So the success of this scheme will be only dependent on the behavior change of the farmers, because farmers to change their behavior, that shifting from chemical based inputs, they have to move to the farm based inputs, locally available farm inputs. Okay, in this way, they can reduce the usage of chemical inputs inside the farm, and for this capacity building and awareness creation is very much required. Then natural farming. So natural farming means what? We told National Mission to support natural farming. So what is natural farming? It's a way of chemical free farming, that is called natural farming, which is based on desi cow and locally available resources. Through that, no, neem tree may be there, they can take a neem tree seed, they can press the neem seed, then take a oil, apply it as a biopesticide. Okay, so these are something which we are saying as based on desi cow and locally available resources with no chemical fertilizers and pesticides, and it promotes only the indigenous practices which long time our forefathers has been practicing, that no, that has to be brought again. Okay, instead of going for externally purchased input, largely depends on on-farm biomass recycling with the stress on biomass mulching, use of on-farm desi cow dung urine formulation. Like this, it goes on for managing pest, for improving the crop productivity. So that is called as natural farming. Okay, and it also increases carbon sequestration in soils, and also it fight against the climate change. So next, I like to introduce about a mission called National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture, NMSA. What is this? National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture. So already Government of India is promoting agriculture, we know. So this is one form of green agriculture only. It's called a sustainable agriculture. So it's implemented as one of the mission under the National Action Plan on Climate Change. The main aim of NMSA is to bring or to implement a strategy to make the agriculture more resilient to the climate change. That is, they have to fight against the climate change. So what are the components which are followed under this National Mission for Agriculture, Sustainable Agriculture, like rain-fed area development, how to manage water, so on-farm water management, soil health, improve the soil health management. For that, we introduce soil health cards. Okay, even organic farming, Parampragat Krishi Vikas Yojana, all these some are the components of National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture only. Even agroforestry, per drop more crop, all these are coming under National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture. Now come to the eighth one, which called Global Millets Conference or Shri Anna Conference. We call this as Shri Annam or Global Millets Conference. Our Prime Minister has inaugurated this Global Millets Conference, which took place in India only, in the Pusa Road in the IARI. The 2-day global conference it is. All the sessions including raising us about the millets and promotion of that millets among the producers, among consumers, among stakeholders, even doing value chain development of millets. Okay, and also spreading the message of health and nutritional aspects of millets. All these will be done, even including the research and development. Along with this, he also inaugurated and visited the exhibitions also, and unveiling a commemorative stamp. Sorry, unveiling a commemorative stamp. Okay, also along with that, a commemorative coin also will be unveiled. including Sri Anna standard book also will be released. So this way, this increases the past prosperity of the farmers also. Sri Anna will increase the prosperity of farmers, and also the nutrition level of the country will also develop. Also, the Adivasi community will get benefit. Even we can grow more crops with less water, and also it's a very good crop to fight against the climate, and a climate resilient crop, and it also helps in chemical free farming. It grows naturally also. So this way we can say these are some of the benefit we are getting from global millets, millet Sri Anna, and for that conference was inaugurated. International Year of Millets 2023 was declared by UN. Okay, so you can see that for that India also hosted India Millet Mission, and these are data you can read it, because now, even though previously we have used a lot of millets, and it comprised around 20% of our diet, of our usage, now it has come down to 6%. So the awareness has to be created. For that only they have introduced this year 2023 as International Year of Millets. Lastly, I like to introduce about agriculture census. India is conducting agriculture census every 5 years once. You can see this quinquennial basis we are doing it, starting from 1970 to 71 as a part of World Census of Agriculture, which is done by FAO. We are doing it in India. Okay, so in this already 10 agriculture census has completed. This almost in 2020 to 2021 it has to be conducted, but now it has delayed due to pandemic, and now we are going to do the census. So through the agriculture census, we will come to know about lot of information like operational holdings, the size of the farms, class-wise distribution, tenancy report, land use, like this cropping pattern. We can study a lot of things from that census. But it is the first time this census only we are trying to collect data for the census using smartphones and tablets, and the data is also available, will be available in time. Thus the country now it is moving towards digital agriculture. So try to make notes about digital agriculture. With this, I am ending the agriculture topic. I have given more information related to agriculture, which you have to focus. Make notes about agriculture, digital agriculture also. Thank you all.